Welcome, welcome. This is so nice that you guys come on a 1 day notice and a 1 moment notice. This is really awesome because this really shows the power of truth, the power of the spirit, that I didn't have to have all these thoughts before and how to do things, but it came through really, really strong yesterday. And I reached out really to a handful of people, and it's like that's when you know that there is this power of truth that's running. That's the Holy Spirit running in the body and in the words with truth. That people respond to that. So I want to thank you very much, and I should record it. Oh, it's recording already. That I thank you very much for responding to this, because this is the first of its kind that I feel I'm going to do. I was called to gather leaders, gather those who, in my sphere, since I've known, or just what I see around, those who have that potential and that calling within them, that blueprint within them. Unmute yourself, Andrea. That has that calling within them and that purpose within them, that they are here to hold larger amounts of people. They are here to hold more than what's in their family and the personal development, but those who are the kinds of grid workers who hold a readiness in their body now to shake things around a little bit, to move bigger things around in the human consciousness, because we are ready for that. We have enough information in, and ultimately just to break this down into a more digestible part, to look at parts that aren't yet fully embodied, because when we embody those, it's I see so much beauty on earth. So as these things come, what's beautiful about this is everything that I thought I was going to do, it's out the window. Holy Spirit is saying, I will tell you. I will tell you. I will be right here, and I will be showing to you what you want to release through me. So let's bring ourselves into that present moment. And you know what? Before we do, I want to get to know just us, that who is getting together. So if in 1 or 2 words you want to introduce yourself, where you're coming in from, and also what is it what called you to this, what did this tap inside you where you said, okay, let me see what there's here for me. Just a couple minutes, like a minute or so.
Well, I'm Janice Mark, and I just saw your IG note to me regarding this, and there was just something that rung in the words that called to my spirit that I should be here, and it felt dual purpose. One, to support you in really anchoring and amplifying this that you're speaking to on the planet, but also that obviously there's something here for me to carry forward that which I'm holding, the mandate that I've been given, that is just beginning to unfold its pieces as to how to bring it out, which is to manifest the living legacy of love on the planet for the next generations. So, big statement, but Spirit is showing me all the steps where I'm to stand to lead people there. And also the frequencies of the how-tos of how to really not only embody, but to facilitate the movement of a new era.
Thank you. That completely speaks to my heart, and Holy Spirit inside me says yes, yes, that's what it is. That's what we are here to support in this. However that unfolds for you, that is the calling that I've been feeling every day this week. That I don't know the exact answer, but I have codes to bring through. So thank you, Janice. Thank you. And I hope you receive everything and more that you hoped for and that you thought of, and things that you didn't even think of.
Well, I am here because I want to support you. I want to receive from you. Melinda and I are soul sisters. We have I received the vision of her and I playing when we were 4 years old under a table in another life. And that's how I became aware that we are sisters, and we have been many other things through many lifetimes. And when I am with her, I receive codes from her, and she receives codes from me, and we just like back and forth bring our frequencies higher, and get to embody unconditional love, boundless peace, a very deep, beautiful love that is coming from the friendship. And so I feel like these things that I get to experience with her are for us to experience so we can teach it to others, of how it is when you live in heaven on earth, which is what I feel that I am when I am with her. So for me, listening to what she has to say and being around her means elevating to heaven on earth. And I love you, and I thank you, and I'm excited. I'm ready for the class, and my mom is here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello. Thank you.
My name is Joseph. I'm in LA now, Los Angeles, California. I'm here for myself, to be honest, very honest. Two things. One thing is a Christ energy. I feel it. Second thing, I got your link yesterday. I check your videos. I'm looking at it and just see how you kind of, I understand the background so much. And then something in me get really angry. And I don't understand why I should be angry when somebody tried to bring up her first course up. So I believe there is something to let go. So I'm curious. I just came here to see if I can even sit through this course and see what's my internal judgment gonna bring up.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Let me speak to that. Okay. Let this. I think this is a good leaning in as to why would somebody get triggered by this. Now, so actually, let's bring ourselves into the now. Okay. So notice where your body is and notice your heartbeat. Okay, your heartbeat is God speaking to you in every beat, in every sound. I'm here. I'm here. Coming through your body, right? And then when you tap into your spine and just simply look at that beautiful curvature of your spine, and all your information about you is in there. Well, all your physical information, all your senses. So notice where that is located in the environment that you are. Taking your deep breath, bringing your breath down to your hip bones. And notice that energetic cord that connects you to Mother Earth. And receive what is in that connection. Okay, by now we know enough that it's not just ideas of energy, but there is a palpable architecture that is holding you to Mother Earth, that is set in wisdom, that is set as a law of life. So ultimately, you are held and grounded by a law of life. And a law of life we can look at as the love expressed of the one source. Made space for us, made room for us. When a mother is expecting a child, she will have things necessary, the space necessary for the baby. Even if the only space she has is her arms, She is ready for that. So we've been created this space to hold us in love. And let's relax into that. Okay. So why would someone or anyone be triggered by an information that is coming through as the Holy Spirit? This is actually a beautiful way to see that where we've been living, right? Because the only thing that gets irritated by truth is that which is not truth. When truth comes through, it makes space. It is an undeniable, unshakable. There's another word that doesn't come to me. It's an unyielding to what isn't truth. So internally, when your body still holds a lot of misbeliefs, untruths, things of the world, thoughts of the matrix, anything out of scarcity, out of lack, out of the old conditioning, then it will be triggered by truth. It's kind of like a strong light going into the dark room, and you open your eyes and it's like, oh my gosh, that light is too much. Get away. It is kind of like that. Now, why would still then somebody be called to say, what is here? Right? Because ultimately, as the base of us, just like how we said, we were created this space by the law of life. There is that truth resonating in us. In the depths of us, in the origin of us, there is this truth that remembers, that knows, that wants to come forth, that wants to undress anything that is not truth, to say, here I am. I've been here this whole time and I've got you. And then that's where we do the work. That's where we do the work of coming home. That's where we do the work of what is that's in the way. What kind of irritation is in the way? What is this trigger? What is this showing me? Oh, it's showing me this or that. Now, the idea of Christ consciousness, in my experience and what I see in the collective, what I feel in the collective is still yet to be clarified a lot more. There's still a lot of ideas that it's just a consciousness. What is consciousness? You know, what does somebody hold under that understanding? As long as we're looking out of the mind, there's still something out. And what we're working now, what we're realizing that everything is within. And we can hear that sentence 50 times and 100 times. And maybe the 151st time, all of a sudden, it starts to come from a deeper place. It starts to come from a deeper understanding. It starts to shift your body from within, recognizing that there is that origin of light within. There is that architecture of love that has created you and is speaking from within. There is that fire of truth within that now is breaking through and will not allow anything that is in the way. And this causes a lot of ruffles. This is where leaders, in my experience, many times hide their voices. Because coming through with this, here I am, we all know what happened to the one who did. But he made the way for us. He said, you will do greater things than I. So if you feel of yourself that you are here even to first lead yourself, okay? If you're here for your personal reasons, but you feel that there is something within you that says that you are now taking each step by your leadership, that you are recognizing that you have that internal guidance that leads you to the good, the only good. And you want to come to this internal guidance daily because you feel nourishment coming from this internal guidance. And you see in this nourishment that daily, more and more things get added to it. Daily, you become stronger. Your voice strengthens. You start to stand up to your inner oppositions, or we can call it demons, or we can call it evil, or we can call it shadow, whatever you call it, that which is within you that says, me, 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 me. I don't like this. I'm irritated. That leader within you that stands up tall will immediately dissolve anything that is not in alignment. Okay? Then we take our leadership forward, because this is just at home. This is just personal life. That leadership, that voice, that union that you create with that light within yourself now starts to speak louder. Now starts to say, okay, there's a much bigger purpose here. I'm making the path for you. Look, I am lighting up the path for you. Are you ready to come with me? And we may feel like, oh my gosh, we're so ready. Yes, yes. And then that day you may create awesome things. And then next day it's like, oh, but I don't know. I don't know the next step. Geez, because so-and-so said something. Or right now my resonance dropped because I didn't eat protein today. This is the path that we're walking and strengthening every day. To catch yourself every time that you lose the leader within, because it's there. It's more like you lose your perception of the leader within. Okay. So there are certain things that when we get to be in this position, because it is a position that we're called to, it is an office that we are here to fill. And yes, it may start first as only for myself, but it keeps growing. It's just simply the nature of life. You know, life didn't stop with 10 fish in the water. Life keeps going on and on. When you daily bring yourself to the remembrance that you have a leader within you that is divinely guided, that is nothing but the truth, and you lock arms with that, then you start to bring yourself to that union daily. Then you start to make sure that you do have your protein or whatever is best for your body. Then you start to make sure that you have enough rest so that you can be your best. Then you start to learn your voice, that your voice creates, your voice changes, your voice transforms. Your voice speaking into what is not true can make room and shift things around. That means shift your relationships, shift people's perceptions who are in your face looking for some kind of resolution, for some kind of help. You start to notice that you are holding the scepter. And now you recognize that you have been given an even greater purpose than you thought. So when you have a greater volume of information on you, when you have a greater stream of light coming into you, then your body is that which holds this light. Your body is what is able to process that light. So making space within yourself through breath, through daily coming to this understanding becomes your life. It becomes your work. Your work is your life is your work. You realize that you are giving everything that you are, and that is your expression into the earth. And when you have that internal space to host this much light, you become this beautiful, continuous vessel of life-giving spirit without the detours, without the ideas that there is something lacking, that there's something less. Every word becomes stronger. You start to take bigger steps. I'm going to breathe here for a second. And just so far, if you've had any new ideas or new revelations come, if you could tell me with one word or one sentence in the chat, I want to see where you are. Spaciousness and translating to my mom, huh? Okay, beloved spaciousness. Spaciousness is needed to allow this information in and for your body to receive this information without it constricting. Making space. What is this calling me to? Beautiful. So, space. Yes, yes. Making space. What is this calling me to? More space, more information comes in. More information comes in, more strength comes in to be embodied. More strength embodied, louder voice, stronger, more potent voice, more impact for more people, bigger ripple effect. Yes. Refusing domination. Yes, very good, very strong, because ultimately nobody's here to dominate over you. Nobody has that power unless you allow it. So when you refuse it, you realize you are the power of your life that is divinely guided for you. So in the state of refusal, you are still standing against something. Okay, so like internally, you're like, okay, I'm not going to allow that to come in. I'm going to hold this. Okay, so let's take a deep breath here. And what you can do is, okay, so that's my boundary. You can push that out a little bit more, allowing more space for you. You can say, my boundary is out here about arm's length around. So anytime anybody is trying to come in with any domination, they get stopped already right here. Okay, because all this space within is the truth of who I am, nothing else but the truth of who I am, the truth that comes to me that is so palpable that I do not question anymore. The truth that is coming in with ease, the truth that is falling into my system without any trying, the truth that feels so good, almost like a nutrient shot in your system, a truth that's actually moving in ease and now moving in that space that is right here for me. And as me being the authority of this space, God being the authority, the one in me that gives me my heartbeat as the authority, I can actually create more space because I can always go deeper within. And let's take a deep breath. And let's see, can you go deeper than ever before? If I just say, go in the depths of your heart. Go in the depths of your heart. And where you feel that you've come to the depths of your heart, then what if you keep taking another leap into more depth? You know, what space does that open up for you? Because God is everywhere, in the deepest and the most surface. Now, what if you take yet another leap? And what we're looking for now in these spaces, our perception refining, that the deeper we go, we actually are entering the dimension of us that is in our spirit space, right in front of the gate, right in front of that narrow gate that is the undeniable, unshakable knowing of God coming through you. And of course, I mean, I know the ones who are here, I don't know, Joseph, but this is a non religious understanding of God. This is the perceived life force within you. And simply hanging out in this space, allow what flows through. Allow yourself to close your eyes. Okay. So now, from this space, we're gonna almost like come forth a little bit more into our mental space. So, still in the unseen world, but we're quite familiar with the mental space. We're familiar with how it feels, with the texture, with the sounds, with the chatters. But we're coming now from our depths. So, we're coming laced with the brilliance of life. And we're looking around in our mental space. And we're going to look at our familiar loops. Okay. So when you look around your life right now, what are the things that feel so familiar to you that they're almost automatic? If you don't have to open your eyes, but the space where you're in, whatever surrounds you, what are the feelings that you typically receive when you are in your environment? What are the typical thoughts that yet again come in, almost like an under hum? Okay. What is that inner sentence that you hear so often that you're pretty much tired of it now? That you know has been there for weeks and months and even years. And it's like, this does not have place in my system anymore. I just walked here from the brilliance, from the void of life. I bring with myself the newness, the renewal of the now moment. So now, this is the last call. This thing, this sentence, this idea, this limitation does not return anymore. And I invite you to stand in the authority that has been given to you simply by being a human being, by being by nature the bridge of heaven on earth. You clothed with the brilliance of life, life moving forward, life constantly renewing, life always thriving, evolving to be the highest expression. and simply dissolve and eradicate that sentence, that feeling, that thought, that idea from who you claim yourself to be now. Now, as if we're looking, so this created space, okay? And face always is filled with something. So make sure that in this space, you are allowing that brilliance that is dripping off of you, that you have just brought from the deepest sleep yet, to be filling that space with the knowing that you are the agent of life. And without you trying, everything you need to know has been given to you because the spirit of wisdom is your building block. Every atom within you carries the spirit of wisdom. Also, the unconditional love, the unconditional love. The unconditional love that nothing breaks down, nothing steals, nothing changes. It is unconditional love, period. So bring that into your mental space and let it seep through into your physical space. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. And in your chest, allow this to flow through, making even more space within you. Any physical holdings, any physical stress, constriction, let those be restructured. We're going to take some slow, deep breaths in here for you to physically perceive more space within you. And this more space is empty space. It's full of potential, yet it's empty. It's light. It feels free. Let it go down all the way to your tailbone. How does this space feel in your whole pelvic girdle, pelvic bowl? Let this spaciousness that we just filled with the unconditional love and the awareness of wisdom start to now emanate through your skin and into your sphere. Allow your environment to be filled. And create a new sentence, a new feel. Who are you? And what are you here to do? And as if with a sticky note, allow those answers to be placed in your sphere, on the objects in your environment. On the idea of to-do list and who I am in your mind. And let that then run back to you as a reflection and take claim. Yes, that is who I am. Yes, I am here to do exactly that. And I am equipped. Okay. We have more, but it feels right now to bring this into the system a little bit more. So go ahead, let's do a little movement. Move your shoulders, move your hips. Take a few deeper breaths. And let's get this down onto also more kinetic integration. So in the chat, if you want to write either one word or one sentence as to what shifted for you in this, what is something that came in that's new? Wisdom emanating from my skin. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. I love that. That feels so good. Yes. Yes. And each word that leaves you is laced in that wisdom. Ooh, that gives me the chills. Ooh, that it's safe for me to receive, hold, enjoy, and share infinite amounts of money because I am alive, living in joy, in purpose and light. Yes. Received it in peace and knowing that I unconditionally love money and money loves me and come to me and pass through me and expand through me. And it brings me joy and ease and flow and more joy and more love and more alignment. Yay. I love it. I love it. Yes. Isn't it awesome when we open up space and what happens in space, what gets filled with space and in space? Let me see. I'm just. Give me a minute. Let me see. I'm waiting to see what. Yes. Yes. Go ahead. Let me read Joseph's and then.
You said like go into your mind space.
Okay. The world asking for healing of scars from betray and misuse. I ask to resurrect trust. Beautiful. Yes. Ooh, asking to resurrect trust. And trust is within. And as you bring that trust forward, you open that up in people. That is one of the things that could irritate people, actually, because when you bring it forth, you're breaking through betrayal. So knowing your power, holding that truth, that's where it becomes that you become the walking testimony of what you bring, the walking testimony of truth. And your words will do the healing. Whether somebody gets triggered or not, it still works. It may just take time until they recognize. Beautiful, beautiful. Go ahead, share, Andrea.
So when you said like go into your mental space and see what's there that does not resonate with you anymore, I felt like hairs being pulled very slightly. So I was like, oh, interesting. So I grabbed them, like I put my hand up and I like did like this and pulled them and plucked them out and threw them away and did it like 3 times. And then I was like, okay, so now in that space there is space. So what I wanna put into that space is that I have a lot of money and like what I use in a message. And then every time that you would bring us to a space, I would pretty much add to that and say more about it and repeat it. And so it felt very good when I wrote it in the end. Like the words were flowing naturally without much, without effort and without discomfort.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Yes, yes. And keep him walking in that. Okay. So I have more hair, but I feel that this was quite a big reconstruction and space movement. So let's take a 5-minute break. How about that? Maybe move your body for a minute, drink some water, and we'll be back and do more. Okay. In this integration time, I feel a sense of releasing more deeply the religious tethers of Christ, a freedom around Christ Yeshua teachings. There's a new experience coming through of the Christ feminine. Yes, yes. Oh, Janice, this is so beautiful because oof, I literally just gotten like the shake, like freezing inside me. Because part of my purpose is to break down those religious walls and the religious shaming that's in people. And you just spoke to that. Like my whole body, my being, my neck is freezing. I love that. How yes. Okay. All right. So if you are back, Janice, also whether the camera on and off, then let's go to the next one. Gosh, I could almost cry. I could almost cry because that is one of the very strong transmissions that were coming through earlier this week. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put those together and I'm going to release those transmissions. I will see what I'm guided to do is fully stepping out of any idea of religion, any idea of separation, any idea of how this is to be, and come into the feeling, right? Because when we feel it, it's ours, coming into the felt, understanding, stepping into, receiving, and operating from. Yeah, the God within, the Christ within, and allowing that to radiate through our skin, through our words, through the energy that's leaving my fingers, because each and every human being, each and every being has this within. There is no that you are this color or you learned this or you didn't know this. We all have this inside because we are created, we are formed. There is a blueprint that is put into us to be the bridge in between heaven and earth. And that means that we are given through Christ, the fire of truth to walk with, to know our purpose, to speak our purpose, to speak this light into the world. And as such, each and every human being has an exact place to create this world in such beauty that we live heaven on earth. Whew. I love you guys. Thank you. Ah, yeah. Okay. Well, that was just a little, a little nutrient drip right there. And it is this, right? When we have made enough space. Okay, so the importance of space, what I want to get back to, the importance of space is this information cannot come through when you have all these walls and this internal labyrinth that we have created with limitations. It's literally like the light coming in, and you're like, no, detour. Oh, over there, detour that way, detour now this way, detour in all different ways. And then we, in the past, have tried to make sense of things, and we would like go this way and that way and whatever way, and it's not working. And oh my gosh, I'm like, my body's hurting now, my soul, my mind is hurting, my relationships fall apart. Like, it's done. We don't have to do that. Create the space within. Truth will hold you. Create the space within. Give everything, all the shame, all the guilt, all the, oh, I didn't do it again. Why didn't I do it again? You're forgiven now, and now, and now, and now. Put it down each minute. The second you put it down and remember that, okay, now I have this space, more light comes in. And as you host this light through more space, your being starts to now, it's in my perception, there is this almost like a tornado like feel, right? A spiraling that is continual movement. Your being starts to spiral and grow and expand in this truth that gains momentum, that gains power, that gains clarity, that gets realigned and refined in your purpose, that now you don't have to ask, what do I do? You're not wondering, you're not, oh, I'm stuck. It is given to you so strong that you can knock a whole road down simply with your light. And that is available to us. And that is what my purpose to share that. And it is my purpose to entrain the human being so that the physical can hold. That is why what I do, what I call, what God called it for me, is spiritual fitness. First, it was spiritual strength. And through spiritual strength, it's a spiritual fitness. Just like how when you want your body, your physical body, to be strong, to be resilient, to pick up a certain shape, you work out on it. It's the same thing for within. So we are learning to hold more space within so the light can come in and we can, in every area of our life, be guided by that light. Okay, well, let's keep going on. That's what I can see your aura expanding with these words. Yes, thank you. That was quite a beautiful sense of truth blast. Okay, so let's make sure that we're still aligned, right? So notice whether thoughts, words bring you out of center or still right here in your center, noticing your heartbeat, noticing Now your spine. Okay, so now how does this feel versus when you first, when we first came into this space? So notice that there, with space, there's also more ease. Okay, because you're relaxing into who you are. Your nervous system is actually recognizing this is home. I can relax here. Okay, let's rest in this for a while. Why not? Because resting in the truth is actually what we call healing. We are relaxing in the resonance of truth, in the embrace of wisdom and grace. And allow each breath to expand that within you and beyond your skin into your sphere. And actually, let's bring your whole universe in here, because your sphere, we can say that, yes, your sphere is about arm's length around, but you are the center of your universe. Okay? So bring your universe in as in your relation to it, right? Deep breath and your relation to yourself, to your loved ones, to what you call work, to the people at work, to the people you serve, to the people who dislike, to the people who dislike you, to the people that you've never met, who are bypassers on the street. So become aware of your whole universe. And in the center of that, your heart beating, that is simply the grace of God handing you this life. Become aware of, like as if when God is handing you something in love, become aware of the loving hands of God, the intention that I am giving you life through my breath. I breathe life into you. And I am guiding you every step. And when you allow me, and that moment very well can be now, it is your choice, your decision. You have the free will. Take a deep breath. Then I come through you now. And allow that which comes through you to rearrange your universe to the highest benefit, the alignment of ease, fulfillment, and impactful purpose. Ease because we are living from the rest of now. Fulfillment because we are fulfilled in knowing that we are exactly where we are meant to be in exactly this moment. And every action we take is exactly what we are meant to take. An impactful purpose, because in this space, our purpose comes through, and it cannot be anything but impactful because it is carried in and by and through the truth of life, the truth that burns up anything that isn't. The Holy Spirit dancing in you in with her guidance. There's a beautiful, nourishing, and I invite you to notice your flavor senses, whether you can taste the flavor. My flavor senses came in the last compared to all other clear senses, but when it did, oh boy, it is beautiful to taste this like injection of truth, injection of purpose. And just simply through deep breaths, let your cells take all this in and just dance, enjoy. Okay. So let's notice that multidimensional nature that we have. Physical space feels spacious. Emotional space feels spacious. Spirit space, spacious. We come back to mental space. It is quite spacious. Boundaries, comfortable yet taut. Comfortably holding boundaries. Okay, we're going to check in free will. Okay. So it seems that free will has a little scribble almost. Okay. Well, we have a lot of conditionings in our free will. Okay. So we're going to look at those. And this is actually, yes, connected to the mental field. Okay. So let's take a deep breath. We're looking at our free will. Okay. So where have we consumed information, almost like endlessly, practices, teachings, utilizing our free will to take all this in because this is considered good, because we're learning, we're getting ahead, we're going ahead. But we're consuming this information in hopes of fixing something that we feel is broken or isn't right or isn't yet there. Okay, so let that surface. And in the knowing that you have unconditional love and wisdom running through you, and grace, and the fire of truth, recognizing that you are this heavenly architecture on earth, you can choose to loosen up that idea that you need to consume so much information. And kind of like look at that idea that is always searching. And bring it into a peaceful knowing. Yes, we never stop learning. Yes, there's always more we want to know. But there's a difference in frequency, whether we are looking from, yes, this is me, and what else is given to me to expand into, knowing that what comes to you is just right, or whether you're looking from the frequency of, I got to fix something. So you can choose to reposition yourself. If there's anything sticky, anything holding, you can look at it and say, well, at what point did this like pressure build up in me, when in its place shall be relief. And that might take you to a point that you can rewrite at this moment. And if you feel that collapsing in you, just take deep breaths. Remember, you're filled with the unconditional love. We have the human being, the human structure that showed us how to do this. So yes, of course, it is possible for you. It is meant for you. We're going to look at some little hiding spaces where you maybe quietly turned away. Not because you didn't care, but maybe it felt heavy to keep trying to walk in your truth. You know, this can happen when people around you, when family dance to one beat, but you want to dance to a different beat. And you know that bringing it true would just create a big thing and you're not ready, so you turn away. And knowing that this is the space where you can fill that in, where you can choose that you are carried by the wisdom and truth. How is it that you want to do it next time? Prepare yourself with some words. Prepare yourself with that energetic calmness and know that you're carried and guided. And you might even be surprised at the response. Okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going to do a breakout room style that on the iPhone doesn't have available. So I'm going to turn off recording